Alright, welcome back. How's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Zero Sievert. Today we are going to go to the camp again, because we're going to go to that motel. I know we have some stuff in the swamp, including like the sewer mission, some minor work, but here we have to go grab some couple things at the camp as well, so might as well go do those and the motel because it's useful to do. Did I get a flashlight on the gun? Well, that's not the button I meant to do, but that should be fine. It's not the best flashlight we can do, so we'll see if we could buy a better one. Because the other flashlights do have significantly better flashlight. Like, they're a lot brighter is what I'm trying to say. It's bright, and I believe it's also a wider throw, but don't quote me on that. I cannot guarantee that. None of these guys sell flashlights, so it might exclusively be. I doubt he does, even though it'd be really nice if he did. Basically, our best bet is find one on a body somewhere. So back to the makeshift camp. Okay. So while we're here, I have the motel, obviously. So a lot of indoor stuff dealing with ghouls. It is looking for a specific hunter and an infestation. So where are we looking here? It's not ideal because the motel's here. We'll head up here, quickly run over here, and then head down to the motel and see what we can do. So I've been playing a lot of Helldivers 2 lately because for those of you who know, obviously, the Illuminate or the Squids, depending on how you want to refer to them as, they have made it to Super Earth. They raised Mars, which is insane. My understanding is just before they got past Mars, what did they do? Wow, sorry, I just saw that crow just absolutely eat flames. Okay, there we go. Basically what happened to that, oh my god, everything is exploding and on fire. Ouch. Because of how the training was working and how the fact that the Illuminate was so close to like Mars and Super Earth, all the training missions happened on Super Earth, in a Super Earth facility, because Mars was too close to the front lines. And then Mars proceeded to get absolutely destroyed, apparently. And the storyline is that what is this? What is it with all these like wolves dying in a pile like that? There's something very bizarre going on there. And sorry, because Mars was destroyed, what ended up happening is, at least for the time being, we have to deal with reduced reinforcements. It's not ideal, but I think it's only like by one, and it's only for a small amount of time. So, and I like that there's stuff like that. There are basically consequences to various things happening in the game. Which, like, they're felt, that's for sure, but they're not permanent, which is, for the most part, at least. Which is really nice, and quite frankly, that game is really, really good. And it's definitely how a live service game should be. And they've done, like, I'm not big into battle passes, but I think the way they've done their system that is akin to a battle pass is like the war bonds. And, you know, once you get access to them, and it's like, it's 1,000. Oh, no, we're not dealing with him. This is no good. This is very no good. There's so much going on right now. the way it works is once you unlock it, like you get it with the super credits, and either you pay for the super credits or you can even find them in matches, so you can technically grind for them, which is really, really cool. You know, once you have it unlocked, you have it unlocked forever. You can work on it at your own pace. There's nothing like Call of Duty where, hey, you have like 60 days to make it work, figure it out, or anything like that. Which is actually extremely nice. Yeah, you do it at your own pace. There's no rush to do anything. You know, you can do it in almost any order, kind of. Like, there is, technically speaking, like, there's stages to it, but you're free to unlock the stages however you please. And they all have really cool things with the cosmetics and weapons and everything. And none of, as far as I know, none of the weapons are just crazy overpowered or anything like that. They all feel pretty decently powerful. They're all like, there's nothing where you say that, oh, that's pure pay to win, essentially, is what I'm trying to say, right? And that's really nice. But it seems like the last few, ooh, that's not fun, have told an interesting story of sort of Super Earth getting more progressively desperate. Which, I mean, most people will tell you, hey, that sounds like, not heresy. Heresy is Warhammer. Basically, that sounds like treason. And obviously it's a joke, but it's one of those things, the community is very interesting that way. But for the most part, the community is really wholesome. Oh, there's 2 sets of reds here to help me out. Wonderful. What I quite like is how, like, I played the other day for a couple of hours with the same squad, and when I had to leave, they straight up, like, you do the hug emote, and they all were like, yeah, hugs, everybody, hugs. And it was like, this is so wholesome. I can't think of a single other game community that would be that way. Which is just, I don't know, I just find that really, really amazing. Also, the game's a lot of fun to play, which is really good. There are bugs in there, obviously, both literally and figuratively. I need that pillow. We're gonna basically go all the way left. Understood. I don't know, I really like it. And I mean, consider how much it cost for the game. And it, technically speaking, if you were to buy the credits you need for a, one of the war bonds, it's like 8. I'm gonna get out of the way and let them duke that out. I don't want to go. Or you know what? I could just sit here and wait for them and get some free gear. That might be nice. Oh yeah, you know what? Good idea. I should stand off to the sidelines if I'm going to stand off to the sidelines and not stand in the middle and get hit with a stray round like that. But big ouch. I don't know who was using something, because whoever did, that penned my armor. It's probably him. Yeah, I was talking to some friends about the event going on for you know, the battle for Super Earth, and going, you know, I honestly don't remember the last time I was fighting the bugs. I've been fighting the Illuminate, and then I switched over to the automatons, and then I got busy, and then yeah, I haven't gone to fight the bugs in ages, which is a bit of a shame because the bugs are pretty fun to fight. So I've been thinking, like, I was basically going over my previous footage. You just gonna chill, or? Oh, I'll take it. I can't use that muzzle brake, as cool as it is. Where'd he go? He's up there in the corner. That's fine, I'll just let them do their thing. Like I was saying about, I was thinking, I know I said I was going to go join the Crimson Corporation, but based on like the different weapons that are in the game, that I was just looking at it from what I read, a lot of the weapons that the Crimson Corporation have, technically speaking, they are usually lower recoil and faster fire rate. But like the mutant is just so much better. And it's almost exactly like, because I mean, obviously you can get things like the Groza, but the Groza, for example, is very weak. Like it's good for a shot, but you don't have a lot of customization. It's pretty high recoil and fast fire rate, so you run through ammo like crazy. What am I over here for? A hunt. There should be a hunter around here. I don't think the hunters can extract. Where's the hunter? There he is. That hurt. Oh yeah, that'll do it. It's fine, I'll get some ammo off of him anyway. My armor's taking a beating this match. Take that too. I haven't, like, of course it would hurt. He has armor piercing. Or about as armor piercing, I think, as you can get with 760 by 39. Okay, so we got all that, and then we're heading to the right spot. Hopefully, we don't run into Armin again, because even when I hit him with a full mag of BP, he just kept coming at me. Oh, this one is just to investigate. Oh, I think it's to investigate a second time. Well, over here we have some money. And we'll see. He doesn't have any tasks. I think he only has the one. Does he have... He does have a pillow. Wonderful. Yeah, it's 370 rubles. I can afford that. It's genuinely not a big deal. Take this time and get some water. We'll even heal up, because I mean, with the oranges, they're going to start getting quite a bit more common now. And then the nearest extract, we'll just head up and to the left again, where we came back from earlier. Oh, my phone has stopped charging it. Hello? There we go. I guess I may have accidentally hit it with my the arm. My chair may have accidentally whacked the cable and slightly made it come loose, so it stopped charging. It's not a big deal. I mean, if it had gone out, I'd been like, yeah, whatever. Oh. That's my fault. I would be meaning to stream, but I've been having a lot of issues with the Brothers in Arms games. So actually, straight up, I got a refund for them, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to play instead. I'll have to double check what I have on my list. But it's going to, or it's looking a little bit more like it will be some random game. Like, I'm not sure what yet. I have Mech Warrior 2 somewhere lying around, or it's not 2, 5. Maybe I'll bring that into play. I'm not too sure yet. But on the bright side, we should be able to level up our infirmary now. I was gonna say it looks the same, yeah, because I haven't used it. Oh, it looks the same. Like everything else is visually changed. That's still just a bed with an IV stand beside it. So, glad to have made that. But I mean, I can make more meds now, which is, you know, cool. A bizarre orb? What does this do? I don't understand. But I can make, like, these now, syringes and stuff, which is cool. Oh, did they change this? I guess it's an... Their stuff here has changed for sure. These are backpacks? Hmm. Interesting. That's a good backpack. That's a better backpack. And then we take the field frame and turn to the Warfare, Alpha Warfare Beta Pathfinder. Depending on if we want to carry more. Or if we want to carry it actually a little less, but have better buffs. I kind of want to carry more. I don't really care too much about the movement speed or the ergonomics. Like 15% movement speed is like whatever, really. And then the ergonomics doesn't matter, because I'd be going with the path, this one anyway. Because it weighs less. Like this one weighs twice as much. And sure, it's class 7. But this one gives me more radiation. I'm dealing more with radiation issues than anything else. So for this, we need a full set of Juggernaut armor, right? Oh no, I'm stupid. I still need the old armor core. How do I make that? The modules? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. We need to go figure out who to fight first. We can go fight Lazar in the forest. He's not too crazy to fight. Let's repair this. Repair this. And I was ridiculously surprised when I found out the Forge level 2 was insanely useful. Like, it doesn't just provide scrap materials, it provides all sorts of other scraps, which is just, quite frankly, astonishing. Yeah, I need to repair that. I do have the backpack base for that, which is nice. I need 2 of these then, right? Yeah, so I need 1 old armor core for the backpack. And that's fine. And I also need another armor core. So we need 2 sets of green. Hang on. So let me just open up my notes. We have the pillows, so that's done. That's good. So 2 times boss armor for armored core, and 2 times green repair kit. I had the Vanguard armor. I'm going to be working on the Juggernaut armor. No problem. Okay, so we'll track that. And modules tier 1. Yeah, this is definitely updated since I last played. That's really nice. We'll go to the barman. We didn't complete his task. That's fine. That's on the swamp. I'm not really caring too much about the swamp at this time. Okay, the day hasn't rolled over yet. The networker, his tasks should be completed. We'll take the sodas. And here, probably the drills. And bring those back to the stash. What time is it in the game? It's later in the game. So we'll go to the perk points and see what we can get. What is this? Oh, whoops. Crap. I didn't mean to do that. The armor. The big hands. And what does this do? Doubles the quantity of that. I don't really care. Doe-eye is kind of useful, but not really. Night vision could work. That one probably not, because it only worked for a certain amount of time, right? Hidden stashes. The X-ray view could be really useful. The looting speed is good, but it's not that good. You know what? I think I'm going to take Jogger. Yeah, I'll take Jogger for now. We'll see how it works, and if it doesn't work for us, we just swap it out. Sort of the beauty of that. Oh, and we completed his tasks. Nope, not him. This one. Briefcase is also in the industrial area. So we'll sleep. Okay. And where are we headed? The motel is for who? Oh, the Green Army. That's who wants it. I don't like how the Green Army has two separate rooms like this. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so we'll take some ammo. Do we want to go to the swamp and do the minor missions? Not so much. I personally would rather go back to the camp and go to the motel. Unless, you know what, this whole episode will be about the camp, and then the next episode we can go to the swamp or the forest or something. Right? So you can see it kind of does work. I mean, I also do have night vision, and I did check that episode, and it doesn't look horrendous. So I'll probably just keep that as it is. Now, there's a lot of ghouls in this area, so I probably should have brought a shotgun as a backup, because loot-wise, it's kind of eh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I said it's busy over here. I don't remember whether or not... I'll keep this. And let's try to keep it somewhat organized. So it is completely free for us to sprint around right now, but I don't know if that costs us our stamina. Oh yeah. Let's reload just in case. I don't remember there being an infestation here last time. There's somebody over here. I can hear him clunking around up there. They just stepped through snow. That's fine. We'll leave them be. Like, if I get I think I do have an M4 that's in decent condition. And in which case, I might take it on a run or two and see how I feel about it. But I'm thinking just the mutant is where it's at. Like, someone said, oh, the Scar H is good, but that's considered a DMR. So it's a whole other list of weapons. That was a rabbit. They said the FAMAS is good. And they said, someone else said, no, it's not good. So there's a lot of people who seem to know what is good and what isn't good, but no one seems to be able to actually come up with... Because, I mean, technically speaking, most guns in this are viable. So... Oh. That's weird. I remember this being much darker when I went last time. I'll take that. Take all food, water, and meds. Because it's almost necessary in here. A fast-firing SMG or anything like that would have been very handy in here. Or like I said, a shotgun, because, you know, the minimum range with this, the AK is not great. I mean, that's not bad when you consider it's only a few feet away, but considering how these fast these guys can move, and sometimes they're in, like, if there's a guy in that corner, that's awkward to fight. Like, see what I mean? Like, that's awkward. Okay. So far, the free sprinting is nice. And like I said, the X-ray is good, but if you're just, you know, doing your due diligence and paying attention, it's not crazy valuable, quite frankly. So I know we're in here to search for something, but the problem is I don't remember what we're actually searching for. This part is all clear. This is a mission where HP rounds would have been decent. Because obviously the ghouls are very much not armored. And having an extra like damage or two per shot could be useful. Especially when they're up close. I think I have all the things for the oil factory, but I don't remember. This again is one of those times where co-op would be pretty decently useful to be able to check both doors at the same time. As you would in like a normal scenario. There's someone in this room. Okay. So running out of rooms to be in. That's okay. We're gonna have to be a bit more careful for space in terms of the free sprinting, because we are slowly running out. We're getting pretty close to that 50%. I mean, it's not the end of the world, because, you know, oh no, now it costs you stamina to run around like it did before, so what's the big deal, I guess, so. Like, it's, the free sprinting is nice, and that's all I'll say on the matter. Hopefully this, this suit has like a recycling system. Because I always know that's a thing. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to loot. For example, the Master Chief. Do you think he ever has to go to the bathroom? And if he does, how does he manage that? Okay. I'm sure that's been a question people have asked forever. And I'm sure that the show, for all its faults, has probably addressed that at some point. But I just don't know because I don't want to watch it. And even though Netflix just got it, they only have the first season. So they paid $3 trillion to watch the first season and only the first season. So my question is, do I have to wait then for longer for the second season? And if so, does the price go up again? Okay, so it has to be either in this room or that room. Has to be. It has to be that. With all the ghouls in that room, it has to be whatever I'm looking for is in there. I remember when I first did this mission, I told my dad about it. I said, it's a lot of fun. I said, however, what sucks is, after you complete this mission, sure, this place gets permanently opened up as, you know, a playable area. But what ends up happening is, yeah, I'm over 50%. That's what I thought. What am I doing for food? Food, energy, and things. I'll drink out of soda. What is happening is once this becomes a playable area after I complete this mission, the enemies that are in here become bandits, and then there's also less loot because of, again, the bandits. Look, the exit is right there. Wonderful. Let's just hope we don't run into Armin again. I have the grenades. I have a grenade, because I have the grenades to take him out. I have a single grenade that I could potentially use if I needed to, but the way he runs around and everything, it's hard to grenade him. Which, in that aspect, he's a decent amount like a player, because a player wouldn't just sit there and go, oh no, a grenade, what do I do? But I guess there's other games that have issues with that, where the enemies are just really, really, really abnormally good at running away from grenades. So we'll just drop off, you know, anything here that we can use for building, which is a couple things. And double check. We had those already. Ammo, we're okay. I could dump this over here. It's whatever. Food and water goes in here. I've also put the meds. No, I put the meds elsewhere, didn't I? No, the meds are going in here, I guess. So any extra meds will go in here. And then we can go. Hang on, who was the mission for? I just want to check. Well, greens, okay. Trade. We'll keep that, because I don't think it would let us sell it, but my luck says it would. That's not what we want. Grab some ammo. Man, after all the stuff we're doing, we still can't buy a suppressor from them. Why not? Like, we could buy a muzzle brake. Actually, we can't even buy the muzzle brake that we want. That's crazy. But they're the ones who sell Mark 47. Where is it though? Like, it's not here. Someone has it somewhere, I'm sure. But I could have sworn it's supposed to be them. Or if we find one, will probably also work. What's worth the most? The PP19 in 9x19 is absolutely worth more. Missing group is in the swamp, I believe. Yeah. Okay, and then have we completed any other quests? No. Okay. Trade, sell that, make some more money. Now we're at $250,000. Or rubles. Let's go. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, share with all your friends, turn on the bell notification, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.